Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we have a very exciting topic. We'll be talking about an incredibly talented actor who has captured the hearts of millions of viewers worldwide. Of course, we're talking about Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is more than just a name you hear every time a new blockbuster comes out. He is an actor who has become an icon of modern cinema. From his incredibly charismatic role as Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to his participation in other major projects, he always showcases his unique talent and impressive physical form. In this video, we'll discuss everything you might not yet know about Chris. We'll talk about his early years in Australia, how he started his career, and his big breakthrough in Hollywood. You'll learn some interesting details about how he landed the role of Thor and how that role changed his life and career. So if you want to know all about Chris Hemsworth's life and his path to success, stay with us until the end. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos, and let's get started. Let's start from the beginning. Chris Hemsworth was born on August 11, 1983 in Melbourne, Australia, into a middle-class family. His parents, Leonie and Craig Hemsworth, both worked in the social sphere. His mother was a teacher, and his father was a social services counselor. Chris has two brothers, Luke and Liam. And, as it turned out later, the whole family found themselves in the spotlight thanks to their acting careers. Chris was always passionate about sports. At school, he was active in sports clubs, especially enjoying rugby and surfing, which quickly became his true passion. As a boy, he dreamed of becoming a professional athlete, imagining a life in sports, riding waves and making a living from it. However, despite his love for sports, he was also drawn to the arts. In high school, Chris began to show an interest in acting, imitating his favorite actors and the movie heroes he watched with his family. Inspired by this, he enrolled in drama school, which became his first serious step towards an acting career. After graduating from school, Chris started looking for opportunities to work in film and television. In 2004, he landed his first significant television role. He became part of the Australian TV series Home and Away, where he played Kim Hyde, a charming surfer with a dramatic storyline. The role of Kim brought Chris popularity in his home country and, more importantly, allowed him to develop the skills necessary to work in front of the camera. He became a recognizable face in the television industry and started receiving offers from directors to star in other Australian shows and films. In 2007, after his contract with Home and Away ended, Chris decided to take a risk and move to Hollywood. This move turned out to be a pivotal moment in his life. In Los Angeles, he faced the challenge of competing for the attention of producers and had fateful encounters that would change his life forever. Thus, Chris's path to success began in a small town in Australia and continued through his work on television. Although sports and surfing could have been his career, acting won out, and soon Hemsworth set out to conquer Hollywood. However, his journey wasn't as simple as it might seem, and we'll talk next about how he achieved success in Hollywood. After his success in the Australian series Home and Away, Chris Hemsworth decided to try his luck in Hollywood. In 2007, he moved to Los Angeles, full of hopes, but like many other actors, he had to face tough competition. His first attempts to land major projects weren't always successful. He had to go through numerous auditions and only secured small roles in independent films and supporting roles in TV series. Nevertheless, Chris continued to believe in himself and didn't give up. He knew his time would come, and soon it did. In 2009, he was offered a role that became his first significant step toward global recognition. In 2009, Chris landed his first major role in an American film, George Kirk in Star Trek, directed by J.J. Abrams. Although his screen time was limited, this role had a huge impact on his career. Chris played the father of James T. Kirk, who sacrificed his life to save the crew. This emotional scene left audiences impressed and caught the attention of Hollywood directors. His appearance in Star Trek was a crucial moment in his career, and although he wasn't yet a top-tier star, many noticed his charisma and acting potential. It was after this role that Hollywood began to open its doors wider for Hemsworth. The true breakthrough in Chris Hemsworth's career came in 2011 when he had the opportunity to play one of the most iconic roles in cinematic history, Thor, the god of thunder in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, the path to this role was far from easy. The competition was fierce, with many well-known actors, including his younger brother Liam Hemsworth, auditioning for the role. At first, Marvel Studios wasn't sure about Chris's casting. He wasn't a superstar, and his name wasn't widely known in Hollywood circles. However, thanks to the persistence and belief of director Kenneth Branagh, Chris landed the role. During the audition, Hemsworth showcased his physical and acting abilities, which ultimately convinced the producers. He was perfect for the role of Thor, thanks to his natural charisma, strength, and, of course, his Australian accent, which added a touch of exoticism to the character. When Thor hit the screens in 2011, it was a success not only for Marvel Studios but also for Hemsworth himself. In an instant, he became a global star. The role of Thor became his hallmark, and his popularity skyrocketed. After the film's release, he was immediately associated with the character. Fans loved his charismatic performance and how he brought humanity to the godly figure. But this was just the beginning. Chris continued to play Thor in The Avengers in 2012, Thor: The Dark World, 2013, Avengers: Age of Ultron, 2015, and, of course, Thor: Ragnarok, 2017, where his character underwent a significant transformation. Under the direction of Taika Waititi, Thor became not only a mighty warrior, but also a source of comedic moments, adding new dimensions to the character. This comedic approach revitalized Thor and made him even more popular with fans. Thus, the role of Thor turned Chris Hemsworth into a global superstar and forever cemented his name in cinematic history. His physical preparation, charisma, and acting talent allowed him to create an unforgettable character loved by millions of viewers. Most importantly, this role not only opened doors for him in Hollywood, but also gave him the opportunity to prove himself as a versatile actor. Thor, Chris Hemsworth's character, became one of the key figures in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. His status as a god from Asgard and his connection to mythological elements gave the MCU an epic depth. From his first appearance in 2011, Thor became not only a hero saving the world, but also an important player in key events that shaped the development of the MCU. Thor is closely tied to other main characters in the MCU: Iron Man, Captain America, and the Hulk. The interactions between them were one of the driving forces behind the development of the entire saga's storyline. For example, in The Avengers, Thor was a crucial part of the battle against Loki and the Chitauri invasion, bringing his power and divine perspective to the team. His conflicts with the Hulk and Tony Stark showed the depth of relationships and the importance of his character in the team's dynamics. Thor's evolution began with his first movie, where he was arrogant and unready for leadership. By the time of Avengers Endgame, he had undergone tremendous growth, dealing with losses, doubts, and overcoming his weaknesses. A key moment was Thor: Ragnarok, where director Taika Waititi infused the character with lightness and a comedic touch. This allowed Thor to be reborn, giving the franchise a new surge of popularity. Now let's dive into Chris Hemsworth's personal life. Despite his incredible fame, Chris has managed to keep his personal life relatively private, but there are some things we do know. In 2010, Chris married Spanish actress Elsa Pataky, and they've since become one of the most beloved couples in Hollywood. The couple is known for keeping a low profile and staying out of the media spotlight, focusing instead on their family. They have 3 children together: a daughter, India Rose, born in 2012, and twin sons Tristan and Sasha, born in 2014. Chris often emphasizes the importance of family in his life. Despite his busy work schedule, he tries to spend as much time as possible with his wife and children. The family lives a quiet life in Byron Bay, Australia, where they've chosen to settle away from the hectic Hollywood lifestyle. They often share glimpses of their lives on social media, giving fans a peek into their love for nature, surfing, and outdoor activities. Chris Hemsworth's journey from a small town in Australia to Hollywood superstardom is nothing short of inspirational. He has proven time and again that he is more than just a muscular action star. He's a talented, dedicated actor who continues to push the boundaries of his craft. His iconic role as Thor has certainly been a defining moment in his career, but his versatility in roles like James Hunt in Rush and his dedication to physical transformations make him one of the most interesting actors in the industry today. With more exciting projects on the horizon, we can't wait to see what Chris Hemsworth has in store for us next. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed learning more about Chris Hemsworth, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. And if you have any thoughts or additional facts about Chris that we might have missed, feel free to share them in the comments below.